Hi everybody, it's Tuesday morning and I don't know if you heard me say, bear with me because I was trying to do this on my laptop and it was giving me alternatives about using a new version of live video, and I'll need to work all that one out. So I've reverted to my phone again, and I want to say good morning to Transform Tuesday, or let's think of any other positive words. Talent Tuesday. Have you found any talents that you maybe thought were hidden and you're now able to do because you've got time in your hands? That's an interesting one, time, because I was just saying to someone else the other day that I think with all the time I have in my hands, I've managed to complete writing the books. I'm actually doing a couple of books just now, but I'm not superhuman and I sometimes do procrastinate, as many of you know. But I turn it around into positive procrastination and just say to myself, well, I wasn't meant to be doing that just now. In fact, I was a wee bit annoyed that I didn't get up actually till 9 o'clock today. But then I thought, you know what, 9 o'clock was actually 8 o'clock because the clock's moved forward. So I don't beat myself up about it. So I was also listening to someone on television. There's quite a lot of people still really anxious about this pandemic, and that's understandable. I found myself, I can get panicky as well, particularly I went out to the shops, just local, but then I thought, oh my goodness, will I catch something? So I come home and I'm uptight. So I found that I'm using my ABC techniques more and more. I think that there's lots of advice out there on using mindfulness techniques, using meditation, using tapping, loads and loads of things. But actually what happens is that there's some of them you're needing to start learning them. I feel that maybe the time is right now for my ABC because they're quick, they're easy to use, and really they do reduce stress and anxiety right away. And in fact, you can do them constantly. And if you find your worry rising during the day, then just turn to saying, I feel calm, take your deep breath, and then visualize yourself in that kind of happy place. Use one of my Mind Bites meditations I've put up. They're under 2 minutes long. So again, if you constantly maybe look at one, just get your favourite one. I think I've put up a few now. I quite like the Golden Sphere one because I can step inside and out of that bubble, that golden sphere, every time I want to feel safe and secure. And it gives me a bit of confidence thinking, do you know what? I am safe and secure. Now, I was also thinking, there's a cough, and of course immediately you cough, you think, oh, have I got something, you know? So I think we have to sort of stay calm. Glad to see you, Jamila. Hello there. Good to see you watching. If anybody has feedback from my techniques that they're using, please let me know. And if there's any topic you want me to talk about, then feel free to private message me or just send a post on Facebook. Now, I was thinking about really people, I suppose, who are a friend in Australia now who is in theirs now. They're reducing their work, they're having to work from home, and that means husband, wife, children, they're all at home. And it's a difficult one because sometimes, or many of you, have to continue working. So if you're continuing working, it's very difficult with younger children crawling all over your computer or wanting your attention. And I can't really stress enough that you should be setting boundaries, actually trying to even with your young children, they will learn to understand that you can give them attention, but there's other things that you need to do. Perhaps actually we will come out of this all far more kinder people. Even the young children, they're not going to just demand attention constantly because you need to be looking after yourself. You can keep in touch, of course, with people who don't have your internet, so you need to be phoning older people. Maybe pop a card through a door of an elderly neighbour. Maybe not. I mean, that's very difficult because, excuse me, we're hearing all the time that you can't be touching things. This virus seems to stay on. Hi, John. I can see you're I miss everybody, of course, in the acting group. He keeps everybody's spirits up, as do other people posting up really happy pictures, funnies, humour. Laughter is the best medicine in these times. You really can't beat it, actually. Try and keep yourself to a routine. As I say, I was beating myself up this morning for getting up at sort of 9 o'clock, but then I thought, well, that was really 8 o'clock, so it is some kind of routine. Don't put pressure on yourself about teaching the children. I think to begin with, in the first week, everybody was like, homeschooling, right, we need to get down to this, and sort of trying to have the children have a school routine between 9 and 4 or 9 and 3. That's not possible at this time. We don't want our children to look back on these times and think, oh, I remember that time where all we were doing was mum and dad shouting at me to do some homework. So try and make breaks, constant breaks. Have a clear start to your day and a clear end to your day. Now, sleep, diet and exercise. I'm kind of finding that I'm doing my exercise. Lots of people are having physical exercise, and I did know there's some research says that you can actually improve your muscles through your imagination. Well, that's a great one for me. So as I watch everybody doing their physical exercises in the morning, I'm there with them in my mind, and I feel I'm getting fitter. Now, that's just what I think, but I still walk about. You can still do exercises within the house, but it sounds good to me that I can use my imagination. I don't have a note of that research, but believe you me, I certainly seem to feel better. Also, sleep. I'm finding sleep can be really difficult to sometimes. You sit there and you start thinking, if you've got a cough, oh my goodness. So I turn to my short mind bites visualizations. They really do work, and you'll find yourself dropping off to sleep, and you can use them regularly. Now, I see Jamila's put up, which I think lots of schools are doing. Their teachers are asking for work to be submitted daily by email. So that's good. But again, don't put pressure on the children, and don't put pressure on yourself that actually you're maybe don't understand some of the homework that your children are doing. So you need to just try and relax, or the children then get upset as well. I think that's particularly the case maybe with some senior pupils. Certainly some of the homework they would get, I wouldn't be able to help them with. So maybe help them to research. There's plenty of time. Of course, you could Google it, but remember, always look for a credible source on that. So I think that for today, I want you to think of all the positive words beginning with a T, because it's a Tuesday. So talent, I was just thinking, I thought I had a talent for hairdressing. Do you remember when we were all fed up with Brexit? I decided to do my own Frexit, and that was to do with my fringe. I don't know if any of you remember, but what a disaster that was. I took scissors to my fringe. You see, it's growing out slowly now. I took scissors straight across, thinking it looks so easy with the hairdresser, and what a disaster that was. That created fun and laughter. I'll try and find a picture, but I think it's a while ago now. So I'm putting all my scissors away, because when this bit drops into my eye, I can feel myself wanting to stretch for the scissors, and that's just a no-no. So don't try and be your own hairdressers in this way. At the end of this, we'll all be coming out looking probably much different, but we might look much better. So again, don't beat yourself up about it. Post up positive pictures, positive messages, and maybe if you can put in a post to me, what talent have you discovered you have now that you didn't realise you had? Lots of people are turning to art, some to poetry, some to writing. In fact, I think this is an ideal time for some of the acting group or the writing. There's Scottish screenwriters. There's lots of things you can do there to maybe start writing a short play. You never know where that can go. So I think that's an excellent idea. And thank you everybody, I think, for coming in to listen. The video will be up, and I'm going to call off now, and I hope you have a fabulous Tuesday. So I think we could call this, what will we call it? Transforming Tuesday. Make a change for the better. We've got time to reflect, not too much so that you get upset. And I'll speak to you all tomorrow. And let's wonder what we'll call Wednesday. Try and think of a positive word beginning with W, and we'll could be a wacky Wednesday or a wonderful Wednesday. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and have a fabulous day. Bye for now.